Nashville.
Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
I think we can appreciate the fact that not only are you belting that song out to the top of your lungs, but you showed up today in a suit.
Yeah. Dude, the suit did it all for me.
I was like, did this guy just get out of a job interview? Did he just get back from an early Christmas dinner with family? Nope. Hey, Evan, what'd you wear a suit today for? I just really wanted to wear a suit.
You're goddamn right.
And
man.
now because of that,
Sorry.
we're going to go eat a ton of meat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over at Radizio. It'll be fun.
It's going to be great, man. There's
I
nothing
tried-
better than a place that has a red light, green light system that allows you to keep it on green, and they will continuously bring you out slabs of meat on a skewer.
Yep.
That's a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Do they have like a yellow light to where if you're still eating,
Slow down?
Just come by every 10 minutes.
No, I don't think there's a slow down option. I don't think there's a slow down option.
That would work out really well if you got like a phone call or something. But
Yeah.
you're like, keep it coming.
Yeah. No, I've been there once. Has anyone else been there?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
This will be my first
It's
experience.
so
I'm
it's
so
so
excited.
great. The one time I went, I think I needed a yellow light. I had like a mouthful of meat, a plate full of meat, and the guy's like, "Do you?" And I was like, "Just keep it coming." Fuck it. The goal was to eat each piece of meat before the next guy came around.
What was the time frame on that?
Generally, they cycle around about every, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty
You're
cool.
supposed to eat an entire
Like somebody
steak.
comes
Well, I mean,
by-
it's like pieces. They give
Well,
you like,
yeah, it's like a skewer, and somebody comes by with lamb.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want this? And then they put some on your plate, and somebody comes by with like scallops or something.
Yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
Somebody comes by with peppered beef or shit like that.
It's a beautiful thing if you want to
Yeah.
mandate.
Yeah.
Speaking of mandate, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nashville Nude Karaoke Show. And we've got another special guest for you today. We would like to welcome our friend, Stephen Rushing, everybody. Woo! Woo! Give it up for him.
Glad to be here, buddy.
Straight out of Hub City, Jackson, Tennessee.
Ew.
He's, ew.
Trust me, I wake up every day and I know that I'm in that city.
You should stay here, man.
Oh, trust me,
Just don't go
weighing
back.
on the
I
mind.
feel like we went dumpster diving to get you here.
No.
I'm just playing. If you live in Jackson, totally messing. But seriously, I feel like I can say I lived there for a year and I didn't like the place. It's a great place if you like to eat lots of fast food or like to go out for dinner because there's restaurants galore. But that's about it.
And it has produced 2 of our 3 guests.
Yeah.
That is such
This
a-
guy and Catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Nobody in Nashville wants to come be on our show, so we have to kidnap people from Jackson.
Yeah.
You
That's
didn't
funny.
kidnap me. I kind of found y'all.
He did. Yeah. He kind of stumbled up on our doorstep. You weren't wearing a suit and tie, but we took you in.
You should be, though.
We took you in.
It'd be
It's
appropriate.
because of the beard.
It's the beard.
The
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
The beard's what got it done.
Well, guys, hope everybody enjoyed our last episode of 11.5, which was the Would You Rather round with myself, Evan, and Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a lot of good responses out of that. That was a lot of fun. So welcome to episode 12. Glad to have you here. Once again, as always, give them the fancies.
Get involved. Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, and
Don't
subscribe.
forget to like, share,
Yeah.
and subscribe.
All the above. I
Yeah.
can't stress that enough.
It just helps us out. You just like, oh, that's like kind of funny, but I don't really like it. But you kind of like it, so just click the like button.
Yeah, yeah. And
All right.
keep the topics coming. Drop us messages. We've been getting some good stuff from, I'm not name drop, but James. James has been giving us a lot of good material.
Yeah.
Keep that stuff coming, guys. Anything you want to hear, bring to our table. No shame in our game. You know we're going to do it up for you.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get the show on the road. Evan, you've got a list of topics for us for this evening. Bring the rain, man. What do we got?
All right. Christmas gifts.
Christmas gifts.
Kids versus adults.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good.
It's so
I like
hard,
that.
though.
What do you mean so hard?
It's hard,
Dude,
man.
don't ever say the word hard whenever he says kids.
Yeah.
Okay?
What the fuck?
You can't,
I do apologize.
You can't bring that to the table, man.
Second topic. Chasing your dreams.
Chasing it
With Chase.
Chasing your dreams with Chase.
The Chase fans.
The Chase fancies. I'm about to fill you with glitter and rainbows and bullshit.
Third I just watched this episode of Supernatural where the imaginary friend gets killed, but his
Oh
name
my
is
God,
Glitter.
it's so sad.
Yeah, but it's a unicorn man, so it's a manicorn, but he bleeds glitter.
Oh my, dude!
fucking awesome.
Write imaginary friends down. If we can get that in,
All right,
write that
yeah.
down, ladies and gentlemen.
After, yeah.
We're gonna add that if the topics aren't flowing. Imaginary friends. That hearing about an imaginary friend dying, that hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Not even an imaginary friend. How do you kill a unicorn?
Oh man.
It's a guy with a horn on his head, but yeah. Long story short, we'll talk about it afterwards.
All right, go ahead and get the next topic out. And I'll drop this one. ISIS.
Something everybody wants to hear about.
Yeah,
around
I
the
can't
holidays.
wait. Woo.
And X's, like not the letter, but the people.
Dump, dump, done.
Dump, dump, dun. That's good, Chase. That's
Yeah.
fun.
You
Fun
like that?
wordplay.
I
did.
see what you did there.
We're gonna give a hug. I'm gonna give you a hug after this. I'm very proud of you.
Hey. Back to the unicorn. Did you know there's a liquor out there? It's a clear liquor. It kind of looks like a syrup, and it's full. It's got to be something edible, but it looks like glitter, and it's called unicorn tears. It's called I saw it on the internet.
That's brilliant.
And I was like, well, would I be happy drinking this, or would it just depress me? Is that like whenever you had a bad day and you're like, oh, what a shitty day.
Yeah, but
I'm going to go grab a bottle of unicorn tears and
Exactly.
go home.
I mean, what is the end result of drinking too much at any point?
I don't know, man. It just sounds
feel
sad.
kind of shitty.
Like, I just couldn't find myself at a table surrounded by friends. Like, all right, shots all around. Yeah, give us unicorn tears.
Yeah.
Can I get 4 shots of unicorn tears?
And the rule is before every shot, you have to tell us about the worst thing that's ever happened to you.
Yeah, and then everyone huddles and cries. Then take your shot, and then I don't know. It just sounds.
Then we
so
just all
sad.
wake up in the state penitentiary.
Yeah.
Not even the drunk tank, ladies and gentlemen.
Good shit. All right, let's get the show on the road. Let's kick it off.
Christmas
Christmas
gifts, kids versus
gifts.
adults.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kids
Hey,
are just, you could just get them anything and they'll be, well, I mean, not actually kids.
No, man. When I was a kid, everyone plays the shake the box game. I mean, not just me, right? You grab the box and you shake the shit out of it like a baby. Not like a baby. you just shake it. No end. And like you can tell, like you're smart enough to feel how the package is sliding from the inside. And if it's closed, you just like tomahawk the package back under the tree. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like clothes are okay, but when you're a kid, man, you want some toys. You want something fucking great.
And you put the clothes back under there, so if Santa or anybody else is watching, you can get the other things that excite you.
Right.
So when you get the clothes, you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I got the clothes in a Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Old.
Yeah. And you always had that one box too. Maybe this was just my family, but my mom always had the one package that had underwear and socks. Underwear and socks. And I was a kid, and you're like, Mom. Now, like as a kid, like that was the worst gift ever. For a kid, you have to have it, and they just give it an excuse to give it to you. But as an adult,
That's a fucking awesome gift.
I love underwear and
I did
socks.
not get underwear last year. I actually held it against my mother for like 6
I'm
months.
serious. Like I need underwear and socks. Like that's a great fucking gift.
She texted me the other day. So what size underwear are you? I was like,
yeah! Woohoo! You're getting the red ones, right? You're
Yeah, I
getting
hope
the red
so.
ones, right, Mom?
yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah. One time though, I think my mom was still like trying to keep the inner kid in me alive. I was an adult, like now, I guess. It's a couple years back, and she bought me a lightsaber.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for your mom.
I know.
Hey, Jerry, you're fucking awesome.
You get all these adult gifts, and then all of a sudden you unwrap a lightsaber. I was so happy, man. It was the greatest gift.
Did you ever, as a child, like you would get a gift, and at first you're suspect about it, and then you kind of get it, and you kind of shake it a little bit, try to feel how heavy it is, and you're like,
Right, yeah.
I know what this is.
Yeah, I tried
know
to
what this
guess.
is.
I tried to guess all my
Yeah.
presents.
And then you open it up, and you're just completely and utterly devastated.
Yeah.
It wasn't that transformer that you
yeah, it
wanted
was
as
a
kid.
fucking box of rocks.
And you hold it against your mom. You look at him like, yeah, how dare you?
How
Where
dare
did you get off?
I see what you did there, woman. Tried to trick me. Then that's when she started getting clever too with packaging. Like she knew what I was doing, so she tried to like trick me with my presents.
She
and
put
stuff.
rocks in it.
Yeah, I'm serious.
To weigh it down.
Like, they would do stuff to like to just make it extra tricky. And I always hated the presents that were wrapped like 4 times, and you're like just digging through paper, and you're like, shit, like where's the box? My grandma used to tape every seam. And then when you got past the paper, she used to tape the boxes. It was the most impossible fucking present to get into. It was a nightmare for a kid
stopped
trying to
inviting her
rip
to
through
Christmas.
presents. Yeah, she was uninvited. But then she cooked, so we invited her back.
That's fair.
Yeah. You gotta have good food for Christmas.
You gotta have great food for guys, period.
Yeah. So if any of y'all ever received any really shitty gifts, like what do you think are some really bad gifts to give someone for Christmas. It's almost like a cop-out, you know? You can't think of what to give them, and you see this shitty gift. That's all it's going to be called on the shelf, and you're like, that'll do. Or kind of like the gifts that like kids...
selfish gifts where your significant other gives you like something you hate, but she just thought it would look good on you. It has nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Or she like buys you tickets to Jack Johnson when Slayer's in town.
Right.
Like, go fuck yourself.
No. Or
present.
better, like, you know she's not going to buy you what you want. This is the most selfish gift. You're like, baby, I bought you a PlayStation. You're welcome. Oh, my God. And 2 really fun games. I've heard those are really good.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I hate you, and we're getting a divorce.
I think the worst one would be, you ever see Old School?
Yeah, that's a good
You remember
movie.
when Will Ferrell got married and he gave him like that blender?
Yeah.
He got him that blender, and then Vince Vaughn's son had a birthday.
Right.
And all of a sudden, Will Ferrell's like, here you go, it's your birthday. He opens it up, he goes, and Vince Vaughn's like, asshole, we got that to you.
we gave that to you.
And now you're just
regifting, man. Regifting. Absolutely.
That's the worst.
Regifting can sometimes be a beautiful thing.
If your friend doesn't already know they gave it to you.
No, I mean, it can be in different aspects. Last year, my sister bought me a Get Well Soon balloon, the kind that floats forever. It still floats. And her birthday rolled around, and I marked out Get Well, and I wrote, Happy Birthday. Yeah, that balloon is still alive. It's been regifted 3 times for different holidays.
Wow.
That's the best kind of regifting.
The gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, so I went on the internet, and I got a list of things.
A fish tie I saw on the internet.
Yeah, that's the fucking worst. It's like you want your dad to get his ass beat at work. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? This is what you want? Because they still bully in the workplace, and you don't realize that, kid. Calendars. To give someone a calendar for Christmas.
What if it's a Far Side calendar?
Oh, what if it's a Playboy calendar?
My first stepmother used to give my dad.
Now that is
well,
an
this one's got a
idea.
picture of a cat on it, but I have a cat calendar in my kitchen.
That's cool.
And I'm not going to lie, it's been delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe, I don't know.
That would be pretty cool though. Like I got one like a Tennessee Volunteer since
Yeah.
obviously we're in Nashville,
Okay.
Tennessee.
Well,
Vols fan.
Right. So, well, this is number 15. So let's just say it's not the worst gift. Calendars can sometimes be okay.
Or you can get like one of those.
Not good for children.
Private-
Okay.
obviously not.
Terrible gift for a child.
Yeah.
Children don't even care what day it is,
Right.
anyways.
I do think this one's
As long
stupid.
as it's not Monday.
Next one, ornaments.
Oh,
I think that's the word. Why would you give someone an ornament the day of Christmas?
Unless you made it yourself. Like if you
Hey, have fun putting this on your tree next year, asshole. Seriously? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this was not. We had people in our family that passed out ornaments, but they were handmade, and
Yeah.
you know, but.
So what?
That's so stupid. Or what's worse is like an ornament with your family in it.
The only time
Like,
it's okay-
hang us on your tree.
The only time it's okay is when your little kid brings you one. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
okay, yes,
That
yes,
they
yes.
made in class.
All right,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay.
But generally you'll get those before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because he wants to hang it on the tree.
Right, of course.
Here's the question though: you get a bunch of great gifts. Just say it doesn't matter, parents,
Right.
family, friends. You know, you get a bunch of great gifts, and then someone gives you an ornament. Do you still act like, oh, thanks, like you're appreciative, and on the inside you're like, I hate your ass?
Well, I mean, I think out of gratitude for the sake of the season, I think you should. I think there's a part of you that wants wants to feel grateful, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you're like,
Try to find him a job because they obviously don't have one.
come on, seriously,
You can do better
Come
than
on,
that.
yeah. You're
Is
better
everything
than that.
okay at home?
Yeah.
Do you need to talk?
We're gonna bench you next year, and we're gonna let your
need a sub.
significant other buy gifts.
Yeah.
Because apparently, you're not qualified. So, okay.
You kind of smell like booze, so I see where the ornament came from.
You kind of smell like poop. Uncle Eddie.
I remember. I'll tell you what the worst Christmas present I ever got was.
All right.
Speaking of smelling like booze, it was. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I think it was like 9th grade. And
Yeah.
my dad was taking me to the airport, and he was drinking heavy all fucking day. And
Right.
it was just a really depressing time. He's taking me to the airport to go spend Christmas with my
Wait,
mother.
he was driving.
Right.
Yeah, he did that all the time.
Right.
And like right before I got on the plane, just with this like sick hungover look on his face, he just like hands me $50. He's like, "Merry Christmas."
I don't know. I could have been okay with that.
I wasn't.
yeah.
I just wanted something.
Right.
Something that
Well, it is a
required
cop
thought.
out. It's absolutely a cop. And some circumstances are different. Like, I don't know what to get them. I'd much rather give them money. They can put it towards something. But your
Well,
situation's different.
I knew that his big present for himself was putting me on the plane so he could go drink recklessly. And no
Merry
offense to him.
Christmas.
It was a dark time for all of us. I don't hold it against him. And,
I'm gonna go get some unicorn tears.
Yeah, but he was drunk on unicorn tears. Jeez, but they weren't like little pieces of glitter. There was probably broken shards of glass.
Glass and thumbtacks.
Yeah.
That's the difference between children and adults.
Yeah.
You get $50 as a child, you're like, I'm a kid. What the hell am I going to buy?
shit.
Yeah.
As an adult, if you right now,
Bills.
I'm gonna buy the electric bill.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for the water company.
Chase, for Christmas, if you just said, "Here, buddy, here's you $50,"
Yeah.
I'm like, shit.
Wow, that sounds like a hint, man. You having a hard time?
Yeah, you need some money,
covered
big
my
guy?
bar tab for 2 hours.
I'm gonna go to the bar and drink this and hate you. Next one, novelty anything. So that's like,
Sex toys?
well, this one, no, I think that'd be a great
That's a
gift.
good call, though.
Not good for your children.
Or your parents?
No, it shows a giant rubber chicken. I think that's like, I don't know, like a gag gift, maybe. You know?
I'd be excited if someone gave me a giant rubber chicken.
You think so? Yeah.
Whoopee cushion.
Whoopee cushion. Chia pet. What about a chia pet?
Fuck a chia pet.
Would you feel a little indifferent?
Those are the little things that grow the Play-Doh,
Yeah.
right?
I would grow it just to set it on fire.
It grows like bushes and shit.
That's
Yeah,
what everybody
it's like a little
wants.
animal, and then you pour water on it, and then
Right.
this bush comes out, and then
Right.
you set it on fire.
And they've
for
got
fun.
some for Duck Dynasty. I think like the beard grows out of it. You still, it's.
That's pretty
I think
cool,
you're like,
right?
oh, that would be a fun gift. But, wow. Speaking of unicorn
That was
tears,
a man burp. Right
yeah,
there.
you just burp glitter all over the filter.
Yeah. I say excuse me, but I like belched into the microphone unintentionally. I apologize.
All right. Next one. Games for the wrong gaming system or DVDs for the wrong system. So, like, let's say you've got an Xbox 360 and they buy you a video game that's for, like, PlayStation. Or you've got a Blu-ray player and they buy you just a regular DVD.
Number one, how do you walk into that and not know what gaming system they have?
Well, I was about to say, that just seems like an accident. You can't, I mean...
Hey, here you go.
Right.
That's not going to work.
What would you do, like, this day and age, like, you unwrapped, like, a whole package of, like, Atari games?
See,
I'd
that
be
would be
fucking
cool.
stoked, man.
I know, right?
As
That's
a
what I'm
nerdy
thinking.
adult, I would think
Right.
it was awesome.
I think
But as
I'd
a
be
kid,
like,
I'd
go out
probably
and
think
get
that
the
sucked.
stuff.
Dude,
Right.
Atari. Do you remember Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Come on, seriously? You get me an Atari with Galaga? You wouldn't see me for days. I would walk out and stink.
I love those Atari games. I didn't get some of them. Like, I tried to play E.T., and his neck just extends. He just looks like a giant brown dick, and he floats around, and you're like, I don't get it.
Well,
I
just
don't know how to
think
win.
Think about games back in the day. Atari games and, like, regular Nintendo games, you had to work
That
hard
re-
at those
that
to
re-
win.
yeah.
You had to work at
And
those
that you
wins.
couldn't go on the internet to get all the cheats.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There was no internet.
yeah.
Now-
it's all you,
nowadays-
big guy.
Nowadays, games, they actually tell you what to do.
Yeah, you can go.
Live if you
Internet
go to the
spoils
right.
all that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it ruins all that for you.
That's pretty awesome, though. But
Next cliche gift. This isn't just for the holiday season. A lot of people do this for lots of different holidays. That's that holiday season. Christmas. I should be more specific. People do this for lots of shit. A star named after you. Where you get that little certificate where they like map out a star in the sky that you can name it whatever. And generally it's like,
my
hey.
God, I had a buddy who named a
Hey.
star after his.
You know, you
ex.
lay.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, this is for you, baby. I found this star. And just
Was she
points
his
up.
ex at the
Well,
time?
you didn't find it. They gave it to you.
No. He was dating her at the time, and like I don't even know what time of the year it was. It might not even been Christmas. I think it was towards the end of the year.
That's terrible.
But he was just like, baby, this star is yours. And he just pointed at a star, and she's just like so thankful. Tears. Just tears that come out. But now, as an ex, do you keep the star or do you give it back and fuck your star?
The thing is I just can't.
Awful.
I can't buy into the idea that a person owns an individual star. I bet like your star has been re-gifted like 8 times.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but
You
I
know?
mean, it's the person doesn't really own anything except for their own little meat suit. So
Yeah, you can't even fish
Everybody
in the river
buys
without
into
having to
everything.
fucking have permits and shit.
Yeah, so
and
if
they're
you
just
can
like,
buy
here's
into-
a certificate. You own a star. Give us your money.
if you can buy into thinking
I
you
wanna
own
own a
land, you
star.
could buy into thinking you own a star.
All right, that's so stupid.
But I really do own land.
Shut
up! That star is mine. You look down and someone's pointing at the same one as you. Fuck!
That house is mine. You look down and the government's taking it.
Oh,
It's Christmas time, man.
turn
True.
around.
Tis the season.
You turn around,
to
you
lose
got
your home.
you break up with the girl, get back with her, and she's like, which one's my star? And you're like, Shit. Hang on.
Let's see.
Yeah,
You like that one? Yeah,
yeah.
you can have that one. You
It's
like that
really
one?
bright one right
Yeah.
there. That's the North
And then it
Star.
falls and burns out. Pew! Oh, make a wish. That's funny.
One more.
Picture frame. Wait, I'll go through a list of them. All right? You said one more?
Yeah.
So I'll just name them all off and you comment on whatever you like. Picture frame, clothing that doesn't fit, a pet bird, rodent, or reptile, a donation in your name,
Wait, a pet? Pet would be fucking awesome.
a non-best-selling book about something you were interested in as a child, like how to play the guitar, a subscription to a daily newspaper,
That sounds terrible.
homemade coupons,
Oh, God.
a homemade
One good free massage that expires next year.
yeah, homemade wreath, swag from the gift giver's place of employment.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst. That's the worst. Oh my god.
I used to do that when I worked at Starbucks.
yeah.
I'd just bring home like pounds of coffee, give them
Oh,
away. Like,
man.
ha! I'm off
Or
the
a-
fucking hook.
Or a trial membership to anything.
Oh,
That's a
man.
touchy gift too, because some people like give people trial memberships to gyms.
No.
Nothing says like I think you're a fat ass than buying someone a trial gym membership. Unless you're gonna be like very sensitive about it and be like, no, I got one too. We're gonna go together. It's like, oh, you want to make sure I go. Oh, I see what you're trying to do there. You're trying to push me through the doors.
The best ones are
Tell
when
me how you
break
really
up.
feel.
The
Do
best
I?
ones are when you break up, like a trial membership to like Hulu, Netflix, something like that. When you like move out and you go and you don't have internet yet and you don't have your own Netflix account, and it's like bingo.
I think swag from the gift giver's place of employment should have been number
That
one.
is the worst.
That
That's
is
very
the
awesome. That
worst
is
thing
so
you can do.
insulting.
Oh my god, that's bad. That's
Clothes that don't
hilarious.
fit. Honestly, no family members like. So, what size is Chase this
Well,
year?
people do that. I mean, people do because you don't want to buy someone the wrong clothes, the wrong size clothes. I mean, I think you'd be stupid not to ask somebody what size is the little shit wearing. I don't want to mess this gift up.
How
You know
old is
what
he?
I'm saying?
7? No, he's.
Well, it
he's
could be
15.
anybody. Even if I reached out to Evan and his significant other, and I was like, hey, what size shirt does Evan wear? I'd like to buy him a shirt. It's instead of assuming that he wears X amount of size.
Yeah.
You really risk offending somebody. B, like, what are the chances of them taking it back to the store? You've got the receipt. It's just stupid.
Well, number one,
Do your homework.
Yeah, exactly. Do your homework. Number one, how sad is it? You're like, hey, what size is Evan this year? It's like, wow, you haven't seen me in so long. You don't even know what I look like
Well,
anymore.
and here's the deal with that. I don't know sizes. So when I
Each
ask
store
what a size
switches.
is, it could be like this gigantic man, and I still don't know what size
Right.
it is. I'm like, he could be a medium for all I
Right.
fucking
You don't
know.
want to mess that up.
Well, like American Eagle's different from Abercrombie. Like every store has a different.
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
size.
That's the thing, too. Yeah.
Abercrombie. Is it Abercrombie or American Eagle? It smells awful and is very dark.
Abercrombie's the
Yeah.
dark one with the cologne that's
They
like
put
just
really-
falling out of the building.
Places
Really
like a
up
like
bad
it
episode of
punches you in the
Supernatural.
face when you walk by.
And like the smallest child can't walk in there and get a shirt.
Right, because
Like,
they pass
literally.
out.
It's so tight.
All right.
right.
Let's move forward. What's next?
Chasing your dreams.
Chasing your dreams. This wasn't brought to you by Chase.
This
As a
is
matter of
brought to you
fact.
by Evan.
This is brought to you by Evan. Evan has a small public service announcement for you guys.
What?
Yeah.
Chasing your dreams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to play some music in the background?
Sounds confused.
Oh man, I don't know if I can get some pulled up in
absolutely.
time. Just go ahead and you start in with your PSA, and I'll start trying to get some music in the background.
Play
Ladies and
Dawson's
gentlemen,
Creek.
chase your dreams. That's about it.
What?
Okay, I'll tell you what my biggest fear is. My biggest fear when I'm doing something I don't like is looking back at the time I wasted doing it when I'm lying on a deathbed. Like, wow, I wasted all this time trying to afford this, trying to pay for that. I feel as though something's gone wrong, and, what are you doing?
Nothing.
You're ruining it for
No,
me.
I'm not.
Keep going, Evan.
So-
Good talk. Keep going.
So I just think, and I think it's worth a risk to chase your fucking dreams. And if your dream is to do what you're doing, then fucking right on, man. Do what you do. You just be you.
I agree with that. But on a sidebar, like,
Yeah.
say you have exactly, good call. But say you have a job that you're looking at, and you try it on for a little bit, and then you're just like, you're laying in bed at night, and you're just kind of like, man, I'm 30 now, and I'm just going to be doing this shitty job.
Yeah.
40 hours a week
Yeah.
just to pay the bills and get by and not have anything awesome like everybody else. And then you look around and you're like, shit, I'm 40. What have I done for the past decade? Oh, wait, waste my life?
Yeah. And you know what I don't regret? I don't regret any reckless-ass risks that I took because they all ended in an experience, whether positive or negative, and letting the fear of bills and financial insecurity run you when you really want to break off and do something else
Chase, stop
that'll
looking at me
give
like
you a starved pleasure in life. Like, at least I'm doing what I want to do. I haven't eaten in a few days. That's okay. It makes things a little neater.
Yeah.
But...
Well, yeah, and I agree with you 100%, man. I mean, that's a good thing about youth, man. People who are young are just like, oh, man, yeah, I want to be a chemist. And they go to college and they take that first course and they're like...
And then they're an accountant.
Yeah. And then the next week they're like, yeah, I'm business administration.
Yeah.
And there's so many things about being young that are so positive. You just change so many things until you're just like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore.
So right now we do actually have a dream chaser among us. Like, his name is Chase and he's wording the mouse to this fucking song.
Yes, he is so... It says sorry on his phone, question mark.
But,
why has it got a question mark?
Chase, tell us what it feels like, man. You recently took a risk and now
Yes,
you're
you
chasing your
did.
dreams. And honestly, I haven't seen you in a bad mood. I mean, I'm sure there have been some, but I haven't seen them.
No, like I just, you know what? It is the most rewarding feeling in the world, and like just a sense of liberation to wake up every day. And it's like y'all just touched on a moment. Now I was really into that song, so I didn't catch every word, but like, yeah, you know what? Whenever
anything
you're
we
like
said.
chasing something that you really love, there's gonna be times where there's gonna be some really low points maybe where you're scrapping everything together just to pay your bills, times where you think you're hitting brick walls. But at the end of the day, like, you're doing something that you really care about, something you're passionate about, something you love. I think people get too caught up in this day and age worrying about the expectations of the people around them. And no offense, but your families, your friends, society. Like, people have this idea of what success is supposed to look like, and until you can grasp on to the idea that success is whatever you believe success to be, then I don't think you're ever truly going to feel rewarded or like you're doing anything successful. Like, that's all in your head. Like, you can determine what success looks like. It's not what you think it is or you think it is, or having the most money or having a PhD. It can be whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just people, I think, really stray away from that, man.
I don't think that's everything that holds people back. I think it's a lot of money. Like, money causes so much fear, man. I have it right now. I'm fucking terrified.
Well, I just basically walked away. I mean, honestly, I walked away from 2 jobs where I made really good money. I did, man. Yeah. I was very comfortable. Like, I did really well. It was a great paying company. I did work on the side where I got paid great money. But at the end of the day, when I sat down and said, Chase, what do you want to do with your life? You have one life to live. This is it. This is it. You have one life to live. Where do you see yourself? If you could do anything in life, what would it be? Are these 2 places getting you closer to that? And they weren't. And it was just about the money, because you get so comfortable. And circumstances are different for people. You know, people who have children, people who have a lot of debt. I get that. I understand. But at the end of the day, the only thing that's ever going to hold you back from doing what you want to do is yourself and the excuses that come with that.
I also wonder, like, I've always wanted to talk to somebody, and I'm sure I have and just not noticed it, but someone who did take the risk, they chased their dreams full force, and they failed. And I wonder if they regret it, because I bet you they don't.
No, why?
You know what I mean?
Why would you? What's the regret? You took a chance, man. You put yourself out there. I mean, why would you settle for anything less? I just don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around that. But what's funny is people can't wrap their mind around the decisions that those people make. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ever since I walked away from all the stuff I was doing, people are like, how could you do that? Why would you do that? Are you not scared? Are you not this? Are you not that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they mentally just can't accept that idea. They think it's irresponsible. They think it's silly. I mean, you know.
They don't think the way you do.
Well, I know. That's what I don't. I don't think like that.
I actually really like this little post that Megan put up, because there's this one little thing that she said in that, you know what I'm talking about,
right,
in that post, where she said, you know, something along the lines of, don't smack these people down. Chances are they're going to get smacked down enough times without you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Chasing
absolutely.
your dreams, it doesn't just work out.
Right,
You really have
it
to
doesn't.
try.
And you don't want that either. Listen, man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be who I want to be, and I'm gonna get to where I want to go. But I'm gonna enjoy the journey, and that's part of it. Like, I don't want to just be instant successful. Like, I want to look back, and I want to look back on times where I'm doing different things and think to myself, like, man, do you remember that time where literally we were taking pictures in the garage naked?
Fuck yeah.
By the way, that's how our photo.
Oh, and speaking of which,
yeah.
James knows somebody who does T-shirts. The James.
Oh,
you
really?
made a
No, that's
shout
really
out to,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
just to let
awesome.
you know.
Well, we'll give you a shout, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, my point is like I want to enjoy the journey. I want to see where I've been, see where I've gone, see where I've come from. Like, I really want to appreciate that moment when I get there and know that I worked towards it and I worked really hard for it. And I made sacrifices and I got smacked down a ton of times, but I kept moving forward. That's part of the journey, man.
Listen, think about it this way. You took a chance to do something that you wanted to do.
Right.
Most people can't make that because society has put it on us as individuals, as adults.
Right.
You know, adults. I don't even know what the hell that is anymore. And it's saying you get based upon how much money you make a year.
Right.
You know, and that's the only thing people think about. Oh, I make $36,000. Someone's like,
The
I
people
make
don't respect you,
58.
man. They just
You know,
they don't.
And I had a guy. I worked at a liquor store for about a year. You knew this, Chase. We
Right.
were living in Jackson together, and I had a guy I worked in a liquor store with, and everybody's like, "Man, liquor store, Steve-O would have loved that because in college I loved to drink."
Yeah.
So you know what? It seemed like the perfect job, except I had to work. I didn't get to drink. Yeah. You know, I was at work.
I had to give away alcohol.
So
Boo.
it didn't work out well in my favor, but I had a guy I worked with. He was in real estate, and he did really well for himself. So him saying this kind of made a little bit of sense, but it's just kind
Right.
of like, screw you. He was just like, man, we were sitting there one day. It was just boring. We were just sitting around, you know, playing on our phones. He was like, man, do not spend your life working a 40-hour job week over and over and over, and then wake up one day and realize you haven't done shit with your life except do the basics.
Right.
Food, pay for your car bill, pay for your cell phone bill, pay for your house bill. I mean, it's just a repetitive line of bullshit. And you wake up one day and you're just like, wow, I have wasted my life, and I am really unhappy.
Right. No, man, that's just sad. Like, I don't think we were put here to just slave away for the rest of our lives. I can't buy into
There's
that.
got to be more to life than just working constantly.
Yeah, there is. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, unless I mean that's my goal. I don't mind working 80 hours a week if I love. What
If
I'm
you're
doing.
working, yeah, that's the key. Like, you know, and people that saying like, you never feel like you worked a day in your life if you're doing something you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly believe that. I think if you're doing something you enjoy, then it's not going to feel like work. There's going to be times it's going to be stressful. I mean, that's life. You know what I'm saying?
But all the fucking negativity, you get all these people like, well, most people are never gonna get that. Okay, cool.
Not with that attitude, asshole.
Yeah, not with that attitude,
Next.
and
Yeah.
you know, I'm fine with you bending over and accepting it.
Yeah.
maybe I don't want to.
I've been doing that for the longest time, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm literally sick of it.
That's the worst.
it wears on you, man.
It does. It does. Don't be that guy, guys. You know what? Take a
turn
chance.
around.
Take a chance.
One day you look in yourself in the mirror and you're like, man, I'm a young person. I look really good. And then you work at a job that you just absolutely hate for 3 years. And then you're like, well, there's those crow's feet.
I'm
there's
serious.
some gray
I'm so
hair."
serious, man. And I pointed that out to you. I'd left my job one night, and I'm talking about on pins and needles, just out of it. Went and visited a friend who just had a baby. And I'm holding the baby, and they're like, yeah, we'd love to get a picture of you. They took this picture of me, and I looked at it, and I was just like, wow, who is this guy? Like, I looked tired. I looked run down. I had circles under my eyes. I had, like, crow's feet coming out. And it had nothing to do with, like, me, like, who I am or where I'm at in life as far as my age. It was literally just sucking the life out of me. It was devastating, man.
Look at this beard.
Look at that gray.
Look at the gray in this 29-year-old man's beard.
Oh, man.
It is sad that when you work at a job that you do not like and you just wake up one day and
I'm telling you,
it's
man,
like, wow.
it kills you. It
does.
literally starts taking you to pieces. I mean, I don't know. I just can't.
Chase, I'm going to have to quit my job.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to quit my job.
Yeah, well, I love my life, so.
Yeah, I got over here today, and I heard Chase say, "I'm really getting burnt out on not working."
Yeah.
Oh, the stress.
Yeah.
You poor man.
Yeah. I am.
See Chase like shivering all over, like changing the channels. Fuck, I can't take it anymore.
It's really tough. I'm a very ambitious person, and I've been doing a lot of things on the side to work towards the things I love, but I need to be busier because I'm more productive when I've got a set structure schedule. Right now, if I'm walking away from everything, I don't have that. It's like, it gives you too much freedom. Kind of like example, when I worked at the collections agency, I hit this platinum
I
level
hate that
status
place.
where I can make my own schedule, and it literally ruined me because like every day there's no structure. You wake up, you could spend all day sleeping if you wanted to. You can stay up as late as you want, and you just get really lazy, man. Like you really start turning into a lazy person, and I can feel it, and I hate it. So I'm ready to do something.
No, trust me. I was living with you when
Plus, I can't live off my funds forever.
right? I was living with you when you did that, and I
Yeah.
kind of walked up, and I was about to get ready to go to work, and Chase, I was like, Chase, shouldn't you be at work? He goes, nope. I get to make my own schedule.
I self-destructed. It was
And I
terrible.
come back for lunch that afternoon, and it's literally been like 8 hours, and he's just sitting by the pool, soaking in some rays, half empty bottle of Malibu rum. He's just destroyed.
Oh, man, it was a
just
great
not
day.
giving a damn. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, dude, that job, I worked at that job with you as well.
Yeah.
Not at the same time, but that job was horrid. I mean, every day, the monotonicity of it was just absolutely terrible. You go in there, you talk to people who are just the shittiest kind of people. Besides, like, obviously felons and
Right.
people who are in jail for obvious bad reasons.
Hey, I know a lot of nice felons. Let's get that fucking straight.
Yeah. What is his name?
I stole money from my grandma.
Papa.
Let's not bring him up. I'm scared.
Don't hurt me. I already pleaded for my life last podcast.
But ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, though, Chase is a little strung out right now because he had to recently give up ice cream, and I know it was a big ordeal.
I didn't give up ice cream. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gave up ice. Oh, now what? You been eating ice cream, huh?
Well, you got to move on to new ice cream. Speaking of new ice cream, X's.
Exes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about exes.
X's.
Steve-O, why don't you lead us off?
Man, why do I have to start?
Steve-O.
Okay, I'll start.
All right.
Exes. I actually, man, I only hate one of them.
Right.
And the last one was, if by some freak chance you've lowered yourself to listening to this, darling, you were fantastic.
You were fantastic.
We just were not meant for each other.
In and out of the
so
set.
I actually haven't felt the hate for an ex in a long time.
Right.
I've wanted to hate exes. I've actually literally told myself, if you hate her, it'll just make things so much easier, but I cannot.
Yeah.
I guess it's because I'm a good person, but I cannot bring myself to just hate someone.
I guess it's because I'm a good person. I like how you just branded yourself. I guess because I'm so fucking great that I just can't find hate in my heart.
I remember a good buddy of mine got dumped once, and he was all upset about it and shit. And he was like, "You know what the worst part is?" I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "She didn't mean any harm."
Yeah.
And it's just like
That bitch
you can
meant to
still
destroy
fucking
you.
hate her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it is easier to hate him though, because once
I mean, it would be easier as far as like the moving on process. I think there's a point where you do, and it's different for everybody. All breakups are different, but I think there's a time where it's like a process where there is a point where you're first hurt and you're upset. Then you reach this point of hatred. Then it's just like hate and like spite and just shit of it's just a hailstorm of
trust me.
emotions. Yeah, but I don't think that sits forever. I think after time that you reach a point where you're okay and you're like, fuck it, like, and who wants to spend their life angry? I think that's the worst. That you're only affecting yourself if you like harbor hatred.
But
and
I also
anger.
think you need to get angry.
Well, I think I think that's part of the process.
Yeah.
That's part of it. I think there's a part where you need to get angry because after the anger is a point where you start to settle down and you feel like you're finally in a place where you can start focusing on bigger and better shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You don't really give a fuck. I got stuck in the anger for 5 years after my first girlfriend.
Right.
And there was a lot of crack and homelessness, and it doesn't do.
Thank God for crack.
Yeah, I mean, really, I tell you what, man. You guys ever? If you can't stand the pain, crystal meth.
Oh my God.
Yep.
No, don't turn to the
No.
dark side.
kids don't do it.
Try ice cream. Just get fat and burn it off or something.
I could not remember anything about my
my
ex when I
God.
started doing crystal meth. It was fucking awesome, but it didn't lead anywhere good. So
Yeah,
See, the thing you got to understand.
Don't encourage him to do crystal meth.
why? Everybody needs to live a little. Fuck it.
Oh my God.
I had a good time.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Chase, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what's up, man?
There was a time about a year ago. I think
Uh-huh.
me and you were going through the same thing.
Right.
Chase went through a pretty big breakup.
I
I'm not
did.
gonna
She
mention-
stole half his suit, bitch.
You did.
I'm
You,
not gonna
you
mention
have the
any
other half of my
names.
suit.
Yeah,
I'm not even
give
gonna
it
mention
back.
I want my
I'm very
pants.
lonely in this
I
suit.
want my pants.
Which kids and ladies and gentlemen, whoever's listening to this,
Right.
never date someone that you work with. It's a terrible remedy for just absolute sadness, sadness and despair. But me and Chase were
Another
going through-
PSA.
Unless you hate your job and you're planning on quitting.
You're gonna run away
you
together
just go,
to an
just
island.
Start dating
That's
and
my
quit.
fail-safe. My fail-safe is if my dreams don't work out, my second dream is to live on the beach and work at a banana boat stand. So I've got a fallback. There's always another dream, right?
But
What's up?
I called him one day. I was going to Memphis to see a buddy. I'm sorry. I was going to Memphis to get fucked up.
Basically.
Because that's been my remedy every time a girl breaks
Was
up
that
with me.
buddy's name Heroin?
No. His name was Never mind. I'm just going.
Tater? His name was Tater.
His name was Taylor. He's a really nice fella.
Right.
But and I called Chase up, and I was just like, Chase, man, I don't know why. Why? And ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. You're never gonna get why.
Right.
Why is it you chase why? You're gonna chase why for a long.
You'll find
time.
your why. There comes a time where you find your why. No. Don't talk while you're pottying. I don't like that word.
Yeah.
Don't talk while you're taking a piss.
Got to be a man on that.
Yeah, I
one.
know. Say potty.
Potty.
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
But no, I called you up, and I was like, man, I just don't understand why. And I think you've been dealing with it for a few months, and I think you were in your anger phase. And you're
Yeah,
like,
I was.
You were just like, fuck it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
fuck her,
that's
dude.
the anger phase.
You were just like, it doesn't matter, dude. She left you. She's gone. Fuck it. Who gives a damn? And in my head, I didn't understand that at the time.
Right.
But, I mean, even right now, my ex just broke up with me about a month ago. And it sucks, dude, especially when you're alone and you're just sitting there and you try to get your thoughts together and it doesn't work no matter what you do. Until you get that one person who just gives you that one piece of advice that your brain just automatically, just this little light bulb comes on and you're just like, oh.
I just hate how tied down we get to. Once you've made the commitment, obviously, you're in marriage, et cetera, and so forth. I'm not talking about that in reference. I'm talking about once you break up with somebody and it's over. Like, I hate how caught up we get in this idea of this just one person. And, like, when you look back on it, I'm like, there's billions and billions and billions of people on this planet.
7, dude. Not
No, there's so
Just 7
many
billion. Let's not over-exaggerate.
billions. Well, I went billions, billions, and billions. So if we time 2, 4, 6 plus 1, so
Okay.
yeah, give it to me.
We got some
all
mean
I'm
math
saying,
skills.
all I'm saying is that like there's so many people on this earth, and it just sucks how devastated we can get off one little breakup.
And how when people tell you, like, dude, you'll meet somebody, plenty of other girls will break your heart, and you
that
really don't think so. You're
No,
like, there's
yeah.
no way I
Yeah.
can never love another woman like you.
I said that yesterday.
Yeah. The thing is, but you know what? I mean, looking back on those relationships, there come for me after this last one, like there comes a point in your life where you kind of like start looking back on these past relationships that you've had. You look at the reasons why they didn't work out. You take responsibility. You pass on some responsibility. But they really kind of give you an idea of what you can live with, what you can't live with, the type of personalities you feel like you can set yourself up with. You know, like I've made the mistake. Like I dated 3 girls in a row that had the same habit that I just couldn't fucking deal with. And
yes.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I know what that
all I'm saying is like you've got to come to a point too where you're like, all right, asshole, get it together. Know what you can and you can't deal with. You know what I'm saying? Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know how that's going to partner up with someone else, know what they're bringing to the table. And once they bring it to the table, like accept it for what it is or say, you know what? I'm going to try my luck elsewhere because I've been through this shit before. I'm not going through this again. You get smarter. You get a lot more wise. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you remember yesterday on the way up here to Nashville, we were leaving your parents' house. We were having that conversation. You look back, a year after, just not my most recent ex, but the one before it, gorgeous girl.
Right.
So much fun with her, And when she broke up with me, I was like, and it sucked. But a year later, you look back, you're like, man, I really have nothing that I should regret from that because she was a gorgeous girl. All she wanted to do was have fun. We had
Right.
so much fun together. We go out to the bar. We just come to Nashville. We just randomly go places. We
Right.
randomly have fun together. And I look back and I'm like, damn, I need more of those.
Yeah.
And when she leaves, just like, well, guess what? 2 of your friends are right down the road.
Yeah.
Or as Bill Hicks would say, it takes a really, really special woman to deal with me. Or tons of ordinary women.
Tons of ordinary women.
Well, there it is.
That was pretty good. I like that.
But I'm telling you, man, this is a word of advice. This isn't a corrupting word of advice. I like what I was yelling from the bathroom. I'm really convinced of this. If you're really brokenhearted and you're looking for answers, just smoke a little pot, man. Like the first relationship I was ever in, used to go over to my buddy's house. We wouldn't talk. He wouldn't give me any advice. I just leave his house stoned as hell, take these wonderful little walks down the street, and be stoned, and it would just come to me like that. You're not supposed to be in that stupid ass relationship anymore. So.
Yeah, man, there's a time and a place, and you know what? I wholeheartedly believe that you'll find someone that's willing to put up with your stupid ass, and you'll be fine. You'll be good. There's billions and billions and billions of people out there.
Yeah.
You're a survivor.
But you know,
yeah. Get stronger, grow, get some good perspective. Don't harbor hatred. Get over yourself. Move forward. Boom. Chase your dreams.
Yeah.
And for God's sakes, have a backup plan.
Oh man.
Yeah, like a banana boat.
Yeah, have a banana boat.
Chase, we should do that first dream we had together.
Which
All
one?
right.
Live on a boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got one last topic, and I think we can cover it really quickly. It's called ISIS. Fuck it. Okay, end of podcast.
Suck it!
I don't really see what the conversation is.
Well, pretty much nailed that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Anybody like them?
No. All right. I think that does it. We've reached our mark. So hey, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for popping in with us. Hope you enjoyed this week's podcast, episode 12. And yeah, have a Merry Christmas. You know, just spend time with people you love. Do something you like.
Eggnog.
Give something to somebody. There's nothing better than giving a gift to somebody, man. I swear. They light up. It's the best feeling in the world. Do something nice for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Give a Christmas present to somebody you don't even know. Just walk down the street and see someone like, I think you
Yeah,
need this
dick in a
more than I
box,
do.
absolutely.
Yeah. Oh my God, that'd be the greatest thing ever. I'm going to tell Evan to do that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'd just give a bottle of whiskey to a homeless alcoholic. You're not helping his problem, I know, but he's going to be happy tonight. Shut up!
It's going to be warm and happy.
Yep.
He's a homeless alcoholic. He didn't want any fucking help, douchebag.
Hey, another special thanks to Mr. Stephen Rushing. Woo!
Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show with us today,
Hey, I
man.
appreciate you having me here, guys.
Yeah, not a problem, man. Not a problem. And definitely glad to have you. And maybe we'll get you in some other time, maybe.
Oh God, yes.
Probably
I'd love
not.
to come back.
All right.
Well, okay.
And a word of advice for our audience: start wearing suits for absolutely no reason. It's a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, you look great. All right, guys, like, share, comment. Be sure to drop us some more topics on our webpage. Go to the website, subscribe through iTunes, and go like us on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So la-di-da-di-da-di.
Like it.
Enjoy your Christmas. And if
Like
you don't
it.
celebrate Christmas, enjoy whatever you celebrate.
Like it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom. All right, y'all have a good one. We're out.
Merry Christmas.
Woo. My crotch is talking to me.
What?
It's in the It's a podcast. I don't know how this happened.
That was the poorly
My
recorded
God,
one.
we made it.